Okay, we're live.
Hello, we're live. I'm not feeling well, but Sonny needs to go to sleep, so Timmy's gonna put Sonny to sleep, or else he's gonna probably scream at you guys the whole
All right, I'm gonna make him a bottle. You hold on.
time. Okay, come here, come here. So, anyways, 4 ounces. We wanted to go live today because we had so many amazing comments and responses and stories to our video this week about having a second child, and we wanted to just talk to you guys about it. Chickens, here, what's this? Yeah, we do that sometimes. So Nicola, hi from Calgary. Tess, thank you. Laura, hi from England. Hello. So first off, I guess I just wanted to talk about, how everybody was feeling about this week's episode, if they watched it, if they had more thoughts about it, if anybody felt the same way. I am burning up. Hi, Louisa. Hi, Kim. Hi, Casey. Anybody? Anyways, today's Sunday. I have kind of been sick ever since I got home. I don't know what happened, but I have like some sort of stomach bug, and then today I woke up just feeling like congested and sweaty and achy and everything. Okay, Erica says, oh, thank you. Sonny's beautiful. Hi, Emily from San Francisco. Hi, Susanna from Switzerland. Hi, everybody. How's everybody's Sunday going? His hair is amazing. Do we look alike? Chickens, do we look alike?
Are people there?
Yeah, everyone's saying hi. Let me post on my Insta. We're not going to cut his curls. Don't worry. Let me just put this on my Insta story so people know where to come to.
Hi, everyone. We thought we would go live because there was such a strong reaction to the last video. Maybe people have more questions for Whitney.
We're live on YouTube. Swipe up.
I almost burped. Don't be distracted by my tricep muscle. No big deal. I'm going to put Sonny to sleep, and then I'll be able to read questions for Whitney to answer. So everyone just give Whitney a break. She's not feeling well. All right, give me the child.
Okay.
Do your best for 10 minutes, and then I'll come and I'll help you.
Okay, guys. I'm going to lay down. So excuse the double chins. But this feels better to me. Okay. Amanda says, Wilson, 2 is insane. I wish I had thought more about having 2. It's definitely a huge difference. I love both our kids, but it was a huge change after just 1. That's exactly what I'm nervous about. Everyone says 2 is insane. And I just don't know if I am necessarily cut out for that. All right. Kristen says, I'm due in 3 weeks and already feel the pressure to have more than 1. Your video was so raw and emotional. It made me less like I wasn't crazy. Thank you for sharing such a personal thing. My pleasure, Kristen. I always want to, be open and honest with you guys. And Erica asked, what are Tim's thoughts? Tim would like more if he had it his way, but he will support whatever decision I make we'll make the decision together, but he wants me to feel fully comfortable with it. So he's not going to push me to have more if I'm not ready. Olivia says, I think you should have another child because I can't give children and would love to be able to. I know, I'm so sorry. Everybody has different scenarios, and I don't know how to make that go away for you, but everybody has different struggles, and I'm sorry. Steven, continue posting your sick dance moves. You've got skills. Thanks, guys. That was at a wedding that we went to in Italy. We had a lot of fun. So does anybody have any questions, the video or anything else? I'm all yours. Kim says, I love my sister so much. Don't know what I'd do without her. I know, I feel the same. I'm one of 5 kids and I love being one of 5 kids. But that doesn't mean that I'm like, as capable of my mom and can handle it as much as her. Nicole said, did your life change more or less than you thought it would once having a baby? I don't know. I think it maybe changed just like about what I thought it would. I didn't fantasize thinking babies were going to be like, oh, this amazing, lovely, wonderful thing. I mean, it was, but I was scared going into it. So I was realistic about the changes, and they turned out to be just that, big changes. Labor scares the crap out of me, asked Kristen. Any words of wisdom or things you wish you knew beforehand? Just to trust the hospital, trust the nurses. I didn't know that your doctor doesn't really show up until like the last hour, half hour when you're ready to like start pushing. But honestly, like looking back on it, the pushing was really the hardest part. So anything you can do to prepare yourself for the exhaustion of pushing is necessary. Lou said, do you think you had such have postnatal depression? I think maybe a little bit. Yeah, I think so. Looking back on it, I think some of it even maybe plagues me still. I don't think I'm like overall depressed, but I think I have some anxieties about things that I don't need to have anxieties about. But even before having a baby, I was a pretty anxious person. After losing my dad 5 years ago, it just brought on a whole slew of issues that I never had. So I became someone I didn't know that I was going to be, and I think that made me a more anxious person. And then when you have a kid, it adds on a whole other layer of responsibility.
How has your relationship with your husband changed after having a baby? Whoa, did you just answer that?
No, I haven't answered that one yet.
Hi, everyone.
Our relationship hasn't really changed that much. Do you think it has?
No, just more like responsibilities to divvy up and stuff.
Yeah. A lot more like just discussing plans and things like logistics.
Yeah, but we still like each other the same amount,
Yes.
maybe even more.
Mm.
Don't digress your set. Rome or Positano?
Positano. I mean, Rome is special because, there's so much history there. But Positano was like, Ravello was actually my favorite because it's the most quaint and relaxing.
Okay. Just a thought. It seems like there are more things now for babies to socialize, like children's museum and play centers. And if Sonny has cousins and friends, he can socialize without siblings.
That's very true. I'm not concerned that Sonny's not going to have people to socialize with. Um, I think if he's an only child, that will make sure that he's constantly, around other kids his age or around his age. But the socializing issue isn't really the issue. My issue is more selfish. It's more like, can I handle it?
Do you think you can handle it?
I don't know.
What are you thinking right now?
No,
You're thinking no baby right now.
I'm thinking no baby right now. I mean, I'm saying that as I lie here, like, so I'm not feeling well and, in a bad place physically. So having another one right now sounds terrible. But I also, yeah, right now at this stage, I'm not I'm not making that decision yet, right?
No, no need to make the decision right now. All right. Hi, guys. Sorry, I just can't hold it the whole time. Do you hate that angle?
I don't care.
All right. Off-topic question. Is Ziva from Israel because she has a real Israeli accent and I'm from Israel? Just wondering. Yeah. She is from Israel, right?
Ziva is from Israel.
Yeah, Ziva's pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to move anywhere in the world, where would you move to? Because we were just talking about this. Not to get too political, but if this country repeals laws that, are important to us and we don't want to live in an insane place, no offense to anyone, but seriously, what's going on? We decided we would move to, what did we say?
Sydney,
Sydney.
Australia.
Tell them what you say why.
We think that climate, it's very similar to here. We wouldn't have to learn a new language. It has beautiful beaches.
Trickle Raindrops said she didn't get a notification.
Oh, I'm
sorry. Trickle. Or Trickle. All right, sorry, go on. Why would we move there?
Because the climate's the same. We don't have to learn a new language, and there's beautiful beaches, and it just feels like we would have a really nice life there. And the government's, it seems just like a very civilized, easy place to live.
Yeah, we really like traveling to other countries to see them, but I don't know if I would want to live in a country that felt so foreign, with another language and a whole other culture. Not that Australia doesn't have its own culture and language, but it'd be easy to adapt to. Here's a real important question. Whitney, do you prefer mayonnaise or Miracle Whip?
Mayonnaise. I've never had Miracle Whip, though.
You don't even really like mayonnaise, though.
No, I don't. I dip my artichokes into them, though.
Okay. We'll take the next question. What would make it possible for you to have another? It's a good question.
Time, I think. I just need some time to settle in with one. And I just need maybe Sonny to become a little bit more self-reliant.
That's going to happen.
Yeah, but it just hasn't yet.
Right, which is why we're not making the decision right now.
Oh, I'm so uncomfortable.
Here, get comfortable and then we'll reposition the computer.
I'm burning up.
You want me to put the air conditioner on?
No.
Sorry, I'm not feeling well. Okay. Will you sit where the camera can see you? All right, let's take another question. When did this start, Whitney, you not feeling well?
It started when I came back from Italy, Wednesday. But today is the worst that I've been all week.
Why do you call Sonny chickens? Lol.
We should close the main door.
Okay.
We call Sonny chickens because he had this toy. He has this little blanket. That's his little lovey thing that he goes to sleep with. And it was a little chicken. And every time we would give him his chickens to go to sleep with. And then all of a sudden it just caught on, right?
Yeah. And we wore it so it smelled like us. So it'd calm him down at night. Mm-hmm. We'd say, here's your chickens, little chickens. What is our favorite thing to do as a family? Didn't we do it yesterday?
We just like to look at my hair. We just like to hang out at home. We like to go on walks. We like to just chill in the backyard. Timmy likes to take Sonny swimming. This is a really amazing
look. Okay. Hey, you mentioned you are not in a good place health-wise. What do you mean? Did you explain to people how you're feeling?
Oh, I just am not feeling well. I'm not like sick by any means. I'm just not feeling well today. So don't worry.
Ooh, here's a good question. What's your favorite Trader Joe's item?
Ooh, I like the dark chocolate caramels. I like their hummus.
I like the dark chocolate almonds. And you know what I like? The everything pretzel thins, and their hummus is good.
Yeah, their hummus is really good. With the soy rice crackers.
Okay, let's take another question. Do either of you have any family traditions you want to pass down to Sonny? Yeah, lots.
What, like Christmas?
Like what we do at Christmas. My mom always made a big deal of our birthday. So did your mom.
Yeah, birthdays are big.
We make that fun for him.
Valentine's Day was always fun, but maybe that's because we were all girls. My mom always made a fun thing on Valentine's Day. We always got our favorite candy and new underwear.
I want to make sure that like whatever goals that I didn't achieve in my life, that I force those on to Sonny. That's a tradition I want to keep alive. Would you ever consider doing another reality show?
Maybe, yeah, maybe. Just depends what it was about, but I would consider it.
Davina asks, how often do you two get date night to yourselves to just spend one-on-one time together?
Well, we just went on a trip for 10 days with just the two of us. So we got a lot of one-on-one time, which was really, really nice. We only got in one fight the whole trip. Do you realize that?
Oh yeah.
About my eating. I'm a really picky eater. And so we got into a thing at dinner one night.
Should we tell them about the fight and see what their opinion on it is?
No.
No?
If you can say it quickly.
All right, I'll do it real quick. So we went to this nice restaurant, and they were treating us to the meal, which is really nice because Whitney was going to post for them, and you know she has a lot of followers. So we're already kind of in this nice situation. Whitney is very picky eater, which I don't fault her for, but she ordered off menu. She asked if they could make her grilled lobster. And they said yes. And then when they brought it, she didn't think it was grilled. So we pulled them aside and we said, I'm so sorry, is this grilled? They said, yes, it is grilled. She still didn't like it. She wanted to send it back, which is all fine. But then she kind of had a bad attitude, right, Whit?
Yeah, I guess like I was kind of just bummed because I was hungry and then there was nothing for me to eat. So I was just like,
she was in a bad mood, which I get. I mean, if you're eating dinner, like you only get one shot, you want it to be good. But it was like this really special romantic evening, and I got upset because she needed to get over it, and the evening got a bit ruined because she couldn't get over it, and then I made it into a fight. So maybe that was my fault, but that was the only fight.
I could get over it. I just needed a second to pout, but then his reaction to me pouting snowballed things.
A lot of times fights are about how people react to things and then how people react to the way people react to things.
That's very true.
Can you guys hear us and see us okay? Just give me a thumbs up if you can, if everything's okay. If something's not okay, we'll fix it. Okay. Hanger is real. Okay, everyone seems to be good. Great. Thank you guys. Do you allow Sonny to watch TV? Whitney, what's our stance on TV?
Yeah, I mean, when we're home chilling, we like TV, and sometimes it's on in the background. But Sonny isn't really at the age yet, or he's not the type of baby that just will sit and watch TV right now. Sometimes I wish he would. But I would let him if he actually liked something and wanted to sit and watch it, but he doesn't really care about it. Right?
Right. And we asked Ziva about TV, and she was like, just don't use it as a babysitter. Like if you want to relax and watch some TV and veg out for like an hour or whatever, that's totally fine. And it's fine for Sonny. Just, use it in the same amount that you would use it for yourself, I guess is what she kind of said. All right. Chelsea J asked, do you guys find it weird to watch reality shows since you both have worked in the realm?
No, I feel like weirdly far removed from them. Like I don't even think about my experience when I'm watching reality shows. Sometimes I'll even ask you if like you think things were real, because I can get caught up in it just as much as you guys do and really think that what's happening is actually happening. And like a lot of the shows we watch, like it actually we don't watch bad reality.
No, we like they're bad and like it's people behaving badly, but we think the reality is real. Like Vanderpump Rules is a good show because those people's fights are real. Same with New York Housewives. So yeah, we like them if they're real. What words can Sonny say now? He can say
mama.
He can say mama,
Hi.
hi,
Wow.
whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, like Joey from Blossom.
Whoa.
Let's take another
I think
question.
that's
What books do you enjoy reading to Sonny? My favorite one is the My Grandma Lives in Florida.
it. My
book.
favorite one too.
That's a really good one.
It's really good.
Check
you
it
guys should
out.
get that. My grandma lives in Florida. It's really cute.
Oh, check it out. Trickle, my favorite, said, I'm so happy that you were with Timmy and not that doorknob from the band.
Oh, Jay? I know. That was a boyfriend, not a husband.
Who's your favorite Real Housewife of New York? Great question.
Favorite in most dramatic, most like who's my favorite to watch?
Well, maybe you guys want to specify favorite, like the most, or favorite to watch because they're entertaining. We'll wait for the follow up. But until now, let's go to another question. What's an ideal date night for us?
Dinner and a movie. We haven't gone to a movie in a really long time.
We'll be specific, and then I'll go.
Ideal
How intense am I?
Night would be like going to a local restaurant, having a glass of wine.
What restaurant?
I don't know. Your favorite's Katsuya. That's not my favorite.
Doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be.
I don't have a favorite yet in Studio City. Getting a glass of wine, having a nice conversation.
You love wine because you're like, I get to just drink it and relax and like just be an adult.
I haven't had wine since Italy though.
Oh my god, it's been 6 whole days. Adults love wine.
And then go see like a romantic comedy.
Oh god.
What's yours?
My favorite date night is batting cages and
when have we ever
frozen yogurt. Okay.
Frozen yogurt.
All right, next question. Let me get my giant nose out of the screen. Would you ever do a collab with the Pratts? What is that like? What kind of collab? Like a track?
Like a crystal collab?
I would do a crystal collab.
Like
I'd get some healings.
crystal?
I'd get some healing going.
I'd like Spencer to make me a cup of coffee. His coffee looks bomb.
All right. Okay. Baby Fight Club. Not sure that's a question.
What's that?
How long did you date before marrying? Whitney, how long did we date?
5 years? 4 years, I think. 4 years.
Something like that.
3 or 4. I don't know. I went from 5 to 3 or 4.
All right, let's get another topic going. Anyone have any other topics? Our trip was great. So I'm sort of debating. We have some footage from the trip. Do people want to see an I Love My Baby Butt video about our trip to Italy? Do you think we should do that?
Yeah, would you guys want to see like footage from our trip and me telling everybody about our trip?
Yes. I'd watch. Yes, I love Italy. Yes. All right,
Okay,
so we got to
great.
do that. We were supposed to film yesterday, but Whitney put it off.
I didn't put it off. I just haven't been feeling well.
Well, do you think you can do it today?
At some point after I eat.
Okay. All right, so we'll do a travel video. I'll work on it after this. Whit, what's your biggest challenge as a parent?
I think my biggest challenge is just the guilt that I don't want to, the feeling that I honestly don't want to spend every second with Sonny. And I feel bad about that. Like, I feel bad that I like enjoy doing other things and having a job and sometimes would prefer for someone to take care of my child. And I feel really guilty about that.
Good answer, honest. Hello from Indonesia. That's so cool that there's people around the world. Trickle just wanted to say, Whitney, your hair looks like it's at a great length. Why don't you talk about your hair length?
I'm letting it grow out again, you guys. How do you think it looks? I haven't washed it in a couple days.
Here's a good question for you. What are your thoughts on dealing with pressures when it comes to starting a family? So we're assuming someone out there is saying it's time for you to start a family and you're not ready.
I think it's the same thing everybody's told me. It is your life. You need to be on your own timeline.
Hi, my mom's here.
No one else's.
I see you, Mom.
Hi.
She feels like that she's here.
You need to really be on your own path, no matter what anybody else says. You and your partner to discuss it together, stick to your decision, and not let anybody else affect what you guys decide or make you feel bad for it.
Good answer. How hard was it to leave Sonny for the first time? My baby was 5 months, and I've never left him, not even with family.
I mean, Timmy and I went for like our first date night within, I think, a week or two of coming home. So for me, starting it early has made it easier. Like now I can leave and not feel stressed or anxious. Or I mean, if I'm gone for a long time, obviously I'm gonna like when we were in Italy, I was nervous about leaving him for so long. But I think that it's healthy to get some fresh air and leave your baby once in a while, even at the beginning.
For sure. You don't have to be tied to this baby, but it probably makes it easier if you have help that you really trust and feel comfortable with, which we do. So for me, it wasn't hard at all. But I imagine if you had less help, or you were scrambling to see like who was going to take care of him, that would provide a lot of anxiety. But in terms of like missing him, we definitely missed Sonny a lot, and like tried not to think about him because it would make us sad that we weren't with him. But it was only 10 days and we knew we'd be back, and I wasn't worried that like he was going to be scarred by it or anything like that. Were you?
No.
All right. How will you prepare when Sonny becomes a teenager? I have one, and it's challenging at times. Scary times in the world. Good question.
I haven't even gotten past him being possibly like almost a toddler. I don't know. So much could change by the time he's a teenager. I haven't gotten that far.
Sometimes I think like when we see something on the news about like an awful mass shooting or something, it's like, oh my God, well, I'm not even going to let Sonny go to the movies. But of course we're going to let him go to the movies. Like, I guess you just kind of pretend like that's not going on. Or if it's so bad, like you straight up move to a different country. Like that would be, I would move to a different country before I like tried to
Sonny like as a shut-in.
Tried to corral him. I would just be like, I'm moving to a different country. Like enough is enough.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom. I know you're listening, but you can come with us. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. A lot of people are asking for a skincare video. You've done a skincare video. Would it be different?
I have. You guys check out my. No, I'm getting close. Go to whitneyport.com and you can see all my skincare routine on there.
My mom said she would come too. Yeah, Mom. If things got crazy, we could move together. Okay, deal. Whitney, what is your recipe for banana pancake?
I just mix together 2 eggs and a whole banana, and I whisk them together, and then I spray some coconut oil in a pan and just cook little pancakes. The other day,
Mom, they're really good. They taste like pancakes you made when I was a kid.
The other day, I put in like half of an avocado and a little bit of mashed steamed sweet potato so that he could get a little bit more, some more nutrients in there, and he loved them. So yeah, I make a whole big batch of them, and they last for a bunch of days.
Quick question, and then I have a question for you, Whitney. What brand is your sweatshirt and your sweatpants? What? I think
my sweatshirt's Wild Fox, and I don't know.
Wild Fox.
I don't know.
And she doesn't know, but she'll scratch her butt crack and maybe she'll remember. Okay, here's my question. When you make food for Sonny and he doesn't eat it all, like, how much should we care and be like, you got to finish your food? Or like, do kids just eat until they're not hungry anymore and then we stop? Like, I feel like that's a fight parents and kids get into all the time. And I'm just thinking, like, what if we were radically different and we're just like, okay, you're done?
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Yeah. I think if we felt like he had enough, then we would let him. I would let him stop.
Sorry, real quick. Laura Barnett goes, I noticed the butt scratching action. So happy you can be real with that. Okay, keep going. What do we think about this food fight thing?
Let them answer. I mean, I if he doesn't eat at all, then I'm gonna be stern with him.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to eat. My mom's saying that she never made us, meaning me and my siblings, clean our plate. I remember like 1 or 2 times being like, you can't get up from the table unless you eat all those green beans.
Oh yeah.
And having like a food standoff.
Clean my plate. They would make me finish my milk.
I think it just becomes, and Mom, chime in, I'm reading, that like it becomes less about the actual food and more about like, you're not doing what I say and you need to know that I'm the boss.
That's not why I get stern with him about eating.
Tell me why. Why do you get?
So I don't have any like power issues or that I need him to know that I'm the boss.
You just want him to get the nutrients?
Want him to get the nutrients, and I want him to eat, and I want him to depend less on formula. He's going to be 1 year old, and he needs to be eating more solids and less milk. So I'm not doing it to like
power trip.
No, that's so not my style.
My mother said too emotional with food, which I think is a good point. You don't want to give people like weird complexes with food.
Yeah.
I'm just taking these questions randomly, guys. So if you have a question and I skip it, just keep asking it. Does Sonny love the swimming pool?
Loves it.
He does. He really loves it. We should get some footage of that. Someone writes, I'm dreading the idea of introducing solids to my girl. How and when did you transition your baby boy? Do you feed him only fruits and veggies or anything you eat? Whitney, give him the whole lowdown on food.
At 6 months, we started to give him purees. We started with 1 ingredient purees, like apple or carrot, just so that we could start testing for food allergies. Because if you mix a bunch of things together and he has a reaction, then you don't know what it's from. So at 6 months, we started with 1 ingredient. At 7 months, we started doing like more mixes. I use that service Yumi that delivers purees of really healthy, no sugar added meals for your children. And then now he's almost a year. So we're feeding him just little creative things that we come up with. Like I make him little bites of toast with avocado and goat cheese, or these banana pancakes, or like little slivers of dark meat chicken that we roast with some rice that I mix up together. I use this book, Wholesome Child, this great kids book, Introducing Solids to Kids book, that you guys should check out, and gives a lot of great ideas for easy meals for kids.
Great answer. Great question. Here's a question. Do you think Sonny wants a pet?
Not yet. I mean, I think that he...
No, not yet.
I think he will.
I think... So I want a dog, but I understand that Whitney doesn't want one because she doesn't really love dogs and is going to have to be the one taking care of it. But I'm thinking when Sonny's old enough to ask for a dog, then it'll be 2 against 1, and maybe Sonny will also be old enough to take care of it too. Say the name of the book again. Wholesome Child, right?
Wholesome Child.
Yeah, Wholesome Child, Laura. Laura or Laura? You tell me. Okay. What is the biggest thing you guys have learned from your mothers? They both seem wonderful and have applied to your own parenting. A lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
so much.
Where do we start? I think that's a good question. I mean, where are you going?
I'm behind you.
Oh my God, she's not feeling well now. I have to do it all.
I guess, I mean, Chris is a really great support system and is always telling me just to like take everything one day at a time, to not like overanalyze everything. That's Tim's mom. And then my mom tells me to really allow Sonny like his independence, like that the way that he's going to flourish is for him to be discovering things on his own. So like creating a play area for him where he can roam, and someone's not constantly being like, no, like because he's getting into dangerous areas, or like letting him eat himself, like feed himself with his own fingers. Like he's over the purees now. My mom was like, it's time, no more purees. Like you need to just start making him finger foods.
I think for me, like both of them have a ton of like little tips and tricks that I didn't know that are really helpful that I can't really remember off the top of my head. Your mom has just like been through so many kids that if like she's like an encyclopedia, like if I have a question or whatever, like she probably has the answer. For my mom, more so in general, just like in general, a laid back attitude and how that will affect Sonny. Like I don't want to be like no all the time. All right. Good question. Are you dreading cutting Sonny's hair?
I'm not cutting it.
So we don't have to dread it. We don't have to dread it. Laura, I recognize your name as Laura, not Laura. I have a friend named Laura. And I don't know how to read. So, Whitney, would you ever sell kids' clothes? You have great style. I'd buy some.
That's so cute. Thank you. Maybe not something I'm working on right now. After being in the fashion industry, I'm a little bit scarred from it. So while it does sound really, really fun, I don't know that it's something that I would get back into.
There it is. There you have it. Let's take another question. My mother always said, this is from Trickle, our fave, and still said, a good housewife cleans as she goes along. Oh my God, I haven't been married, although, and I hate cleaning. I want a husband. Okay, Trickle, we'll go out and meet someone. Has Sonny ever been sick? Oh wait, can Whitney explain her job title a little more? Yeah, Whitney, explain your job. You want me to explain your job?
Yeah.
All right, I'll explain Whitney's job.
I'm gonna have to.
You have to break out?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna do another 5 minutes. Whitney's fading.
I'm freaking out.
She's freaking out. Wait, let's just take a moment to zero in on this freak out attack.
Wow, I need something to eat.
What do you want to eat?
Is pounding. I'm so hot.
You want me to put the air conditioning back on?
Maybe.
Also, maybe not. All right, I'll explain what Whitney does. So Whitney was on a TV show called The Hills, which you all know. And then after that, she started her own clothing company with her family. And she was very successful at it for a while. But the clothing business is extremely tough. And it was a lot of work. And she worked hand in hand with her father. And when he passed away, it was very hard to keep the business going, even though it was growing. They were getting orders from major, what do you call them? Retailers and and department stores. But when that happens, you have to put up all the money to get the clothing made, and then you make your money back when it gets sold for a higher price. So if anything goes wrong along that chain, then you're on the hook for all that money. So it's very stressful, and the profit margins weren't huge, but she was doing very well. Anyway, she also had a social media following. And when you have a lot of social media followers, brands will pay you to sponsor, for lack of a better word, their products. So just like a commercial, Whitney would put up a Crest ad or whatever it is, and that's how she would make money. And a lot of people don't understand that that's a totally viable job these days. So that's what she would do. And then after she closed the business, she also became a creative director for other brands. So she would design, their packaging, their logos, the messaging they sent out to the world. And she would get paid to do that, either in salary or part ownership of the company. That's what she does now, in addition to the social media, right?
Yeah.
Good explanation.
Yeah.
So that's how it works, guys. we'll take 3 more questions and then we're gonna put Whitney to sleep, I guess. Anyone else have anything? Boom, coming in clutch with the synopsis. Any advice to make better use of social medias? Whitney, tell us best practices for social media.
I think that if you're using social media for your, exposure for your business or yourself, the best thing to do is just to do it a lot. Like I'm with Eva Chen, who works at Instagram, and she told me that using Instagram and social media is like a muscle. The more you do it, the more, naturally it comes to you. So for me, that's been something that I constantly tried to work on. Because I'll forget to do it. I'll forget that that's my way to communicate with you guys. And so I need to constantly be working up that muscle.
Laura says, be famous and your social media will blow up. I can tell that she's a sassy one. Yes, it does help if you are already like launching off of some other platform where a lot of people know you. Of course, you're going to get more people. But I think the point of the question was, there are still such things as best practices and ways to do things that obviously work for these platforms, and the experts at these platforms have told them to us. So what we're telling to you will help. Curb your craziness, lady. Just kidding, not crazy. Oh my God, people are so sensitive. I didn't know what word to use. All right. What are your plans for discipline as Sonny gets older? I'm interested as my baby is 16 months.
Interesting. I don't really know a lot about discipline. I was just hoping that
he would be a good kid.
Like that, and that my instincts would kick in.
Laura, I know you're nice. Sorry. And sassy. Sassy was the word I was looking for. We're friends. Sorry. I apologize.
So I'm just hoping that, I have some sort of natural instincts on what to do. But I think that I will also ask Ziva, Renan. I look to specialists. Like I look to friends and family and specialists that I really trust. And when I have issues like that, they're who I turn to. And I feel like Ziva will be able to do a whole other chapter for us on discipline once that gets to be an issue.
My strategy is going to be explanation. So like Sonny was he crying the other? Like Whitney wouldn't let him play with this toy that was dangerous or something like that. So instead of just being like, no, like we were like, no. And then you can't play with this because it could hurt you. Like we're not being mean. We're trying to keep you safe. So just like explain to this child who doesn't even speak, but as if he were an adult. See if that works. Okay, last, we're going to take one more question, Whitney.
Sure.
Or are you feeling better?
No, I need
Okay,
to know.
one more question. A happy 4th. Are y'all finding it easier to make time for date? We already did date night. Okay, Whitney, here we go. This is the last question from Pro Christina. Whitney, what were your criteria for choosing a partner in life? What did you look for most? And did you find it all? / if you don't want him, I'll take him. No, I added those last 2 parts. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Don't curse.
I found it all. Sonny. I was going to call him Sonny. I wanted someone first and foremost that was just going to like always tell me the truth. Like,
did you know that before you met a truth teller?
Yeah, I knew that you were that kind of a person. And then also, I really needed someone to make me laugh. I know that sounds silly, but like,
are you in the screen?
Humor is so important on a daily basis. And I also wanted someone that had patience with me. He doesn't have like the most amount of patience in life, but he has a lot of patience with me, which is what is important. He, when he first started dating me,
strong, knows karate.
When he first started dating me, I was like it was very life was very easy. I was on like a TV show.
It was like The Bachelor.
yeah, like
we didn't date while you were on.
Everything was really easy, and then my dad passed away, and it got it got messy, and so for me, I needed Timmy to not prove to me, but he turned out to be, this amazing support system that had so much patience for me, and just proved to me that he could last the test of time. What is it? Stand the test of time.
Someone says, please answer this, and then we'll be done. When you were on the hills, how come they never filmed you at home or outside of work?
When I was on the hills, I didn't want to be on camera showing my personal life, so that was a personal choice.
Okay. Don't go. Bring in Chickens. Chickens is down for a nap. He got up super late today. Should that be it, Whit?
I think so.
Do you just want to get a shot of my outfit real quick and see what people think?
Sure. This is the sexy man I'm married to. Where are you?
I don't know if you can see. Wait. Look, guys. Look at these pants.
Oh, he bought them on Instagram.
Can you see? Hell yeah, and a back brace. All right. Ooh, I'd like to go to Israel. Is that where you live? Great place for a baby moon. I could do this all day. But Whitney doesn't feel well. Stop. Someone keeps talking about crystals downtown. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
What are those? Oh, people want to know about my... No, they're good. No, she didn't really want to know about them.
No,
she was more like, what are those? Not like...
You thought someone wanted to know about your pants?
Yeah. Totally weird outfit, my mom says. Mom, they're comfortable. Gotta go. Say bye.
His fashion has gotten insane. I love you guys. Have a great holiday weekend.
Go America, unless we have to move out. How do I turn this off?
Stream.
Okay, bye. Back brace is life. Squish chickens.